Decades after Big Boss disappeared, his legacy persists through the Les Enfants Terribles project, which clones his DNA into 3 sons: Solid Snake, Liquid Snake, and Solidus Snake. Each inherits not only his genes, but the burdens of his ambitions, the weight of his choices, and the shadow of a legend whose influence continues to shape the world. In the early 1990s, Solid Snake is sent to Outer Heaven, a rogue military state established by Big Boss and armed with the nuclear-capable Metal Gear. Inside, Snake confronts Liquid Snake, his genetically identical brother and the charismatic leader of Outer Heaven's forces. Their struggle is personal as well as strategic. Snake destroys Metal Gear, preventing nuclear catastrophe, but uncovers a bitter truth. The chaos he fights stems from his own father, a man now a shadowy symbol of ideology and ambition. 4 years later, in 1999, Snake is deployed to Zanzibar Land, a heavily fortified rogue state threatening global nuclear devastation. There, he faces Gene, a revolutionary ex-soldier who dreams of a nation ruled entirely by soldiers free from political control. Snake navigates deadly terrain, advanced military technology, and a labyrinth of ideological enemies. The confrontation culminates with Metal Gear D, and by stopping this threat, Snake demonstrates the recurring burden placed on individuals to preserve humanity's survival. The early 2000s introduced new dangers: private military companies, rogue operatives, and the enigmatic Patriots, a secret organization manipulating information, politics, and global economics from the shadows. In 2005, Snake infiltrates Shadow Moses, an Arctic facility where Foxhound has seized Metal Gear Rex. Once again, he faces Liquid Snake, now leading the insurgents. The climactic battle leaves Liquid dead from a genetic disease, and Snake destroys Metal Gear RX. This mission exposes a hard truth. Modern warfare is no longer merely about soldiers and weapons, but about control, information, and unseen forces shaping history. By 2007, a new generation emerges. Raiden, a young soldier trained under Snake, becomes central in the struggle against the Patriots. Sent to the Big Shell, a massive offshore facility, he confronts rogue operatives and the manipulations of Solidus Snake, the 3rd Big Boss clone. Raiden's journey forces him to confront loyalty, identity, and the cost of freedom, showing that past conflicts echo into the digital age, amplified by technology, surveillance, and deception. By 2014, Old Snake, aged prematurely due to his cloning, is called out of retirement to stop Liquid Ocelot, a fusion of Liquid Snake's will and Revolver Ocelot's cunning, from seizing control of the global digital military network. Snake travels across continents, confronting old enemies, covert operatives, and hidden agendas. Ultimately, he dismantles the Patriots, liberating the world from surveillance and manipulation, proving that resilience, intelligence, and moral conviction can triumph even against overwhelming systemic power. Even after the Patriots fall, Big Boss's actions echo. Raiden, now a cyborg soldier, faces private armies, rogue AI, and evolving global conspiracies, demonstrating that freedom is never permanent and must be continually defended. Across the saga, loyalty, betrayal, and the human cost of war remain central themes. Soldiers, clones, and operatives fight for ideals, often manipulated by forces beyond their understanding, yet the human spirit endures through courage, sacrifice, and determination. The Metal Gear saga is ultimately a meditation on war, legacy, and morality. Big Boss and his clones set the stage for generations to confront the consequences of power and choice. Freedom, justice, and truth are never guaranteed. They are earned and defended at immense personal cost. The story of heroes, villains, soldiers, and shadows demonstrates that even in the darkest moments, resilience and moral conviction shape the course of history. From Cold War jungles to cybernetic battlefields, wars evolve, but the human experience of conflict, its fears, hopes, and sacrifices, remains timeless. The consequences of a single soldier's choices echo far beyond the battlefield, shaping society, history, and generations to come. Metal Gear is more than battles. It is a story of identity, courage, and the enduring human spirit, a testament to humanity's struggle for freedom, truth, and purpose.